What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to do Local Man issue number 4 by Tim Seeley and Tommy Fleeks from Image Comics. This is every Local Man has a two-parter, and or flip comic, that's how you say it, because this is the main story, this is the backstory, and the backstory is actually pretty important, because in this issue we're going to find out why the Camo Crusader hates Crossjack. We already know that, but not how it happens. Well, we start here in an alien planet, and it seems that it's not Gen 13, it's just third Gen, held, the enemy back on some kind of a alien planet. And this is from the view of the Camo Crusader, also known as Camouflage Crucible, right? And then he, explains his side of God to this robot. Prayers were shared, and the word of the one God was spread to those who would hear it. Your God impregnated the man Joseph's wife. What is the lesson of this Camouflage Crucible? Maybe the story isn't meant for the instellar sex androids. Okay, so it seems that they were, going to Earth with the spacecrafts. Although the spacecrafts are very small, so they split in two. So the other half are, of the third gen are just in the other parts. So it seems that Crossjack, Camo Crusader, and Neon are on board, but then something happened with the ship. They crash down and they are stranded, right? And also, as he said it in metaphor, the serpents attacked. And they also learned that, after weeks stranded here, they are just having a bad time with all the fauna and flora. So food is dwindling, and it seems that the food of these creatures are not very good for our heroes, right? And even the low sun weakened Erica's powers considerably. So I didn't know that she was dependent on the sun. So Local Man, Crossjack and Camo Crusader are going hunting. But it seems that Crossjack has a weakness, because he's basically like Bullseye, the villain from Marvel. And he is very good with every weapon that he's got except with the bow. Well, and the reason for that he is, wanted to make his father proud, because they were hunting. And at some point he is, when he was younger, he was, shooting, wants to shoot this deer, and his powers just normally kicked in. And then when it kicks in, it clicks. But then he just couldn't. He started crying. And from that point on, every time he wants to use the bow, he just is bad with it, because in his mind, he seen that doe or deer, and right. But then the Camo Crusader is, helping with him. So, okay, I thought to myself, Camo Crusader is more like a father figure for Crossjack, right? Helping him. But now it gets interesting. So, he says, hey, I'm sorry, man. The alien atmosphere is messing with my emotions or something. Speaking of, there's no way Erica keep up with her vegan thing for much longer. She's stronger than you think. The way I love her, Jack, I worship that woman. She's pure. Not pure like she's innocent. I'm not a creep. Pure like she's uncut, raw. She's 100%. She tell you exactly what's what, no matter the cost. She told me you two kissed. I says, oh man, Matthew, I didn't. But he says, she saved the world 6.5 times. Did you know that? Just her? They should have printed her face on money. She deserves everything she's ever. And yet, there are some things I cannot give her. The Templar tonic that gave me my powers, it took from me also. Bullets bounce off me, hit me with a truck. I can't feel it. But neither can I feel it when my wife caressed my cheek or my Jack. I need you to do something for me. Oh no. All right. So I thought he was cheating on her, and I believe he did at some point, but there's also something So this is happening too. So I asked God's purpose for us. And there was a response. It was drowned in the cries of feathered dogs and the moaning of my wife. And maybe I know the answer of the infinity's question now. Maybe my purpose isn't be like Christ. Maybe I'm supposed to be his father. And it continues into the next issue. But also we have this pinup. But we are not done, guys. So the main quest or the main story is in this flip comic, right? So yeah, Crossjack is in this town, and I always explain. So I'm not going to repeat what's happening in this town. And so if you want to look up what's going on, just check out my other videos of Local Man. And also he's getting peed on by the dog. So it seems that the woman that's been drowned in the bathtub, although Crossjack don't know that, has been revealed to him because they have a conversation earlier that Hodak, that's been murdered, has found something here, right? And but before he can, go climb the fence, it says this cop, the cop doesn't like him because Crossjack also had sex with his with his fiancée or his wife, but that was before they knew each other. It's a little bit complicated, right? So he throws him the paper and says, "Hey, this woman, she's dead, and here you are without my wife to vouch for you this time. It isn't me. Are you fucking with me? The hunting mask. You're wearing the same coat right now." And so he flips the rubber band and he says, "I'm Crossjack, bitch. I don't miss. So, hey, dude, stop before I shoot." And so then he decides to just jump over it, right? And then he found some hole, and it seems that the hole is been digging by Hojack, the murdered supervillain. And he also sees something behind him, right? And he says, God damn it, you dumbass. That hole is 20 feet deep and full of ghost currents and rusty metal. Come on, man, come up. Ink'll never let me live it down if I drown a stupid ex. So yeah, so Crossjack finds this cave, right? And human-sized tubes. That always means something bad shit has been going on. And then, I don't know, he's finding something, and it's, I don't know, he calls it the mercy seat, but it looks suspiciously like the Ark of the Covenant, like from the Bible, and not only from the Bible, but also from the Indiana Jones movie, the first one, which probably one of the best action-adventure movies ever created, in my humble opinion. That's literally the lid that contained all the wisdom and power of God. Even the most devout can even touch it. And then he has the name Local Man, because that's what people call him, because, Local Man says priest. Okay. But who is this? Oh no, it's the Camo Crusader. I thought they informed you that you weren't allowed to play hero anymore. Man, I'm glad to see you. I know we had our issues, but there's something cosmic level fucked up that's going on in this town. It needs a Camo Crusader and third gem. Wait, you aren't wed. How did you get in here? So then he's just to start punching him. I never figure out why you come back here. Though, okay, but he says, you couldn't leave well enough alone and over this. A dead criminal? Why, after all this time, did you suddenly decide to actually do something? I can ask all I want, but I already know the answer. You hate me so much, you want to make sure I don't leave anything behind on Earth. What the hell are you talking about? So he's, fighting back, right? You stole my future. Jesus, man. Look, I know what we did. I knew I wasn't going to fly with third gen PR, that it wouldn't pull well. I even knew you'd probably fire me because I broke the morality clause. So I at this point, I think that he still had a fling with neon, right? After that, what happened on the planet, on the other planet, that he still hadn't, were in contact with her and doing that thing. And then Camo Crusader found out, and then, I don't know, he's just being kicked off for Jen, but that's a guess, right? But Neon is her own woman, not yours, not mine. I'm sorry. It was her choice to make Matt. And but it's pretty invulnerable. Liar! I gave you everything, Jack. Friendship, a place of for Jen. I welcome your friends as my own. I heard your enemies as they even cited me. And when the time came, you didn't stand for me. And Erica would have listened to you. You never miss, right? She did things for you she never did for me. No shields. For Jen owns Crossjack. Now you have to be punished, Jack, because you robbed me of that one thing that would have given me happiness in life. Oh man. A child from my wife's wombs. You stole my son, Jack. Now all of this is an investment. This final chance to plant seed for tomorrow. Immortality. I have no one to share it with. The heart of man plans its way, but the Lord establishes his steps. Wisdom once contained beneath that lift. You stole the mercy seat. I would have shared my son with you, I would have shared all my children with you, but my steps has been established. Hey, that's enough. He hears a voice. And then, oh no, it's the cop. And the cop says, hey, you, turn around. You under arrest for assault and trespassing. Trespass. The only trespassers here are those done against me by a man I call friend. Now I have to add another one, Jack. You made me kill an officer of the law. And he says, stop. And please know that I have nothing but respect and reverence for your profession and the sacrifice you are about to make. So Crossjack comes in and he says, hey, let him alone, leave him alone. Bow and arrow, tool of Jehosh, king of Israel, and the only weapon you never mastered. I'm telling you, go ahead, let her rip, son. You probably hit the cop. Oh no, he did it. And he falls down, all wounded. And then the cop says, I guess you showed. I was aiming for his hand, so he still cannot handle that weapon. He took the mercy seat, only the most devout. He was going to use him to make himself a god or something. Whatever that thing does when you hook up to an AFAC engine. Hodak found out about it and tried to steal it to get back at me. Frightside knew where Hodak had been before he died. You killed them both. No, I've learned my lesson, Jack. All of my children must now do for themselves. What is that supposed to mean? So if he is not the killer, then who is? Who killed Hodak and Frightside, right? So the cop says, hey, hey, I can't believe you made it that long. He kicked the living snot out of you. Hey, Brian, where's my dog? And then he wakes up with the dog. And then says, hey, where am I? Don't you recognize it? Welcome to the 4th Gen training facility. When the city brought it back from the 3rd Gen, most of it got it turned into a community center. But some of it was given to the police department. Like this little black site you're in now. So basically is in prison, but not, right? Black site. Not on any blueprints. No windows. Totally secure. Doesn't get used much, but right now it's exactly what you need. Matt, why? We already don't like you in this town, Jack. When people find out that you killed Camo fucking Crusader, they're going to like you a whole lot less. When he says, why do they have to know? You're a superhero. I'm a cop. We have rules. I already called it in. Just chill. Don't restrain yourself. I'll go through the proper channels, explain what you did to save a cop, and we'll sort it out from here. And then, okay, so the door's closed now. And he says, I can't stay here. Leave me a magazine or something. But then he found some papers and also finding a little bit, he's sad about Camo Crusader that he killed him. 4th Gen facility. This is where we met when I was a 4th Gen rookie. I remember these kids too. some pretty useful abilities. Holy shit, the Mercy Seat. Camo Crusader. I'm not sure why I'm always say cameo. It's Camo. Camo Crusader. Children in investment of tomorrow, of in tomorrow, right? The Apex engine could steal superpowers and could give to other people. It could make an investment in tomorrow. Holy shit, Pep. I think I just saved the day. And then the cub is getting stabbed. And he says, he isn't here, ain't he? I got something for him too. And that's going to be continued into the next issue of Local Man. I like this a lot. There's a lot of layers in here, you know, about the plot, about the engine, about what happened between, you know, between him and the Neon, and what, you know, this Camo Crusader hatred for him, although he's just, you know, called him friend a moment ago. So much going on here. I really like it. Surprise of the year for me anyway. So guys, let me know what you think about it. We're going to do issue 5 soon. See you next time. Bye-bye.